Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
My pleasure now to welcome back to the program Kathy Spiers, Chair of the Paraparaumu Raumati Community Board. Kathy, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, John. Thank you.
Well, lovely to talk to you. Now, things seem to be happening despite all of the levels that we've been going through recently. And one of those relates to, well, what we used to call State Highway 1. Not sure what we do call it. That's another story. But I believe the revocation process is underway for the old State Highway 1.
Yes, which is really exciting because we've been looking forward to this for the last 2 or 3 years at least. But last week, they would have started the Poplar Ave to Ihakara Street revocation. That's on the old Main Road South. And this work involves investigating the underground services because they've got to check where all the, the cables are, the power and water and all of those. So they're going to be doing some little slot trenches along the berm to identify where they are. Access to properties will be available at all times. Once they've done this investigation work, then they'll be doing the stormwater upgrades because they need to upgrade the stormwater, the footpaths, and the curb and the channel works. And there all should be, my understanding is there's a cycle lane there as well. But also the last plans I did see was there was a roundabout on the corner of Raumati Road in the old Main Road South and lights at Ihakara Street, but I'm not sure whether the lights will be going in or they've just been doing an upgrade to Ihakara Street.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. So, in essence, what's going on here is that the road is transferring from central government to local government. So it's going to become a local road. And a lot of that work seems to me to getting the road spick and span ready for handover. Is that basically what's going on?
Yes, once the work has all been completed, then it'll be handed over to council to do the maintenance on that.
Well, that is exciting. What about the rest of the road?
Well, from Paraparaumu Town Centre between Ihakara Street and Kapiti Road, that has been deferred until early 2021, as has the programmed work from Paraparaumu Town Centre through to Waikanai.
Well, you can understand, given the times we're in. I'm quite surprised to hear that the revocation work has started at all. But at least it is a beginning, and that is a decent sign for the future. Another sign for the future, Kathy, we saw council staff out mowing the reserve the other day. It looks as if we're getting closer to normality. Does that apply to the playgrounds as well?
Yes, well, the council, before the playgrounds can be opened up again, and we're looking forward to level 2, then council will be going right through all of the playgrounds. There's 49 playgrounds throughout the Kapiti Coast. So they're going to be going through all of the playgrounds, checking all the maintenance, that all the equipment is up to standard, and cleaning all the equipment before anyone is able to use the equipment. So, they've just got to make sure that. So that may take a little while, but once we go into level 2, sounds like they will be opening up, but there will be new signs put up around the guidelines for using the playgrounds. But that is really good. So it might take some time to get through all the playgrounds, of course, but that's good.
Well, it is good. And is there going to be any signage with the playgrounds? This has been a bit of a controversy over the last few weeks. Any signage to say what state the playgrounds are in?
Well, I know there's going to be signs put up, but what's on those signs, I'm not aware of the signage at the moment, but I'm sure that they would give some guidelines of what equipment can be used, I guess, and the safety precautions for people to take while they're using the equipment.
Indeed. Because this jolly bug, it does last for a long time, or can potentially last for a long time on hard surfaces, and that would apply to playgrounds, wouldn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I do know that in offices and that, they're going around making sure that all the door handles and all the stainless steel and chrome things are all cleaned continuously, just to make sure it's all kept clean. because we don't want to pick up the bug again, do we?
We do not. We absolutely do not. We've been through so much, 6 weeks of enormous effort, much commendable effort around the country, and we don't want to blow it now.
No, that's right.
Now, Kathy, we've had your friend and colleague from the Paraparaumu Raumati Community Board recently, Guy Burns, and he was mentioning about the centre, the Kapiti Islands Centre, and I talked to the Mayor about this yesterday, and I know Guy had a figure in mind which seemed to me at the time to be a rather large centre. I think something like 400 square metres. It seems like a rather large building, and I don't know where on earth you could fit it in what I understand to be the available land. But I believe you have clarified things, and maybe that figure is not correct.
Yes, I did. That the 400 square metres was in the feasibility study, but I clarified this morning with staff, and the square metres is 235 square metres. So that's, chopped down to almost half of what the 400 was initially going to be. So it is a smaller building. It is a smaller building. Okay. And it is quite low. So it is below the Putakawa tree. So it doesn't rise above it. Yeah. It sounds really. I'm actually really thrilled with it. I think it's going to be great. Sometimes you need to spend money to make money.
Indeed. Spend about half the money if we can get half from Shane Jones in the Provincial Growth Fund.
Absolutely.
And in your discussion with council officers, did they give you indication about how ready that is to forward to central government?
There's going to be a briefing at the council meeting on the 28th of May, which is a couple of weeks. And once the council have signed it off, it'll be going straight through to the provincial, to the fund.
Well,
yes, we need to get it in there to make sure that nobody else spends all the money, that we get some as well.
Indeed, we need to put our plate up, and yes, as soon as possible, so you're indicating it could well be this month. Well, that's all good news, and thank you very much for joining us with good news. You're always welcome here on Beach FM. Kathy Spiers, Chair of the Paraparaumu Raumati Community Board, thank you so much for your company this morning.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
106.3 Beach FM.